Love. Oh, hello. Apologies. Hello. Sorry, I think because I was trying to start a Nightbot before, I think that's why I did that. I haven't really let me change that. It might be a little too strong. Let's see. Um, yeah, that should work a lot better. Hello. Oh, like from 10. Sorry. I feel really bad. Hi. Hi, General. Yeah, sorry about that. It's because like all of a sudden I was just like I should start my bot, and then I didn't do that. Bad my bot. But then the boss said, "Nah, you ain't memeing this time. You ain't getting me." Let me put on some music. After hearing that thing, that kind of song, I was like, I kind of want to listen to Animatic Beauty, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, hello. Welcome to another art stream. Once again, we're back to do more art. And once again, we have caught me just waking up. Ah, feels bad, man. Yes, I'll figure it out. But I think it was just a little too strong. The, oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I'll be back in a second. There's a doorbell. Give me 2 secs. I'm back. Oh my goodness. Hello. It was just a neighbor looking for something. What a great start. How's everyone? How's everyone doing? And you know, what's the general feeling for today? I basically just have to go out into the sun. So like, somebody put out like trash next to the neighbor's bin, and it's blown upwards to their doorstep, and they thought it was us, but it's not us because like we wouldn't do that. That kind of thing. So they're just kind of like playing a little detective, just asking, you know, questions on who might have done it. Completely understandable. It's really annoying. Yeah, you're okay. That's good. But yeah, definitely not what I was expecting this morning, considering like out of my what's the word? Like I just woke up. Yeah, it's super annoying though. How do I go like this? Nope. But like this. There we go. He's playing the detective. Just damn. Yeah, they're just trying to find out who could possibly done it, because people tend to leave trash out near. Because I live on like a main street, so people tend to leave like trash out just randomly in places, and it just gets blown up on our doorstep. It's very annoying. So yeah, so we're gonna work a little bit more on these guys. I'm actually kind of excited because like I've been really looking forward to just working on this guy because he's thick. He's a thick boy, and I like working on my thick boys. But yeah, it's mostly probably gonna be like a little chill, just because of the fact that it's paint. Well, I don't know if I would say painting, but like coloring, rendering, that kind of thing. Oh, what we can do, but just be quick to answer, quick, and then just finish. Yeah, basically. You know, I gave him my thing. You know, I did the whole like Ace Attorney thing, with just like here's my witness, my witness testimony. You know, where I saw the trash before, where I did my due diligence. I should put a black on top. So that's true. Yeah. Because, you know, if it was me, you know, I want someone to give me information to help me out if I was in that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A little bit higher. What's the values on this? That's fine. I haven't really thought of like a what color I should really give him much. I'm just sort of be like, he'll be brown. Eee, explodes. Eee. This is a great soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. I can't play. This is from the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World beat 'em up game. I cannot play it very well. I'm very bad at it. But this music's really good. Give him blonde hair, because I don't know. It's got this caramel, caramel flavoring, I guess. It happens, yeah. But yeah, I still there's a whole bunch of stuff I need to do for the stream. This just reminds me that like I want to kind of make like a one. I got to work on the panels at the bottom of my stream. And then like another thing, I was just like, I wanted to animate me as like a merchant or something. What are you selling? What are you buying? Just still haven't got around to it. I got a few commissions recently, so I just kind of wanted to focus on getting those done first, because responsibility. Emote. Oh yeah, and also redo some of the emotes. So, and I'm still waiting for some of them to be off pending. Very upsetting. But yeah. I'm gonna get more coffee in me. What color should his eyes be? I was gonna go with like a usually here's the I can't leave much time on wait for the customer. Yeah. I'm usually pretty good at like my speed just because I'm really bad at self stopping. But it's also like I haven't got like that many commissions before, so I can generally just like work one at a time because like they don't come at speed or anything, which is nice. But it's like a few at once this time, which is a different experience. Like I actually have to plan it out. I don't like having responsibilities. I kind of like the idea of like a yellow tip ears. I usually like my little like what's the word? Is it a cheat? Not a cheat, but like I'm very single tone. I'm very Power Ranger single color for like a lot of my characters. Give him heterochromia, he can be anime protagonist. Yeah, I used to give all my characters, not all my characters, but like a lot of my characters heterochromia just to make them like a little unique. But I kind of like the idea for that one, for this one. I don't know. But now I tend to choose like one color, and that tends to be like the character color. So like for my persona, it's blue. You can tell because I have a lot of blue, and my eyes blue, and my little markings are like a lighter turquoisey. And the color tends to be whatever hair color I usually give them. So then the eye color is usually like close to that color. You hear in the distant Nico Bellic saying, "Yellow car, yellow car." I don't like that red. What? Go blue, because that is the opposite color of orange, and that's kind of cool, even if it's anime. You know, GTA 4. I don't know GTA 4. I didn't play any of the. So there's like a whole section of games that passed me by. Mainly from like the PS3 era to the PS4 era. That era passed me by. Like I didn't get one. And shooters in general, that kind of like era of gaming. Yeah. Not, I mean, I was like I was like I don't want to say that I wasn't into shooters, because I was like a little bit as a kid. I played a lot of Star Wars Battlefront and stuff like that, you know. But I think like really missing out on that like the Call of Duty generation. Yeah, really, like I never fully got into it. And then I tried getting back into like getting into GTA like on my PC and stuff, and it didn't go very well. It didn't go very well. I was really bad. As in like the first mission, I kept crashing the car into stuff, and the mission had to keep like stopping and starting. You and roided men, I swear. Like this isn't like Jack, this isn't roided in terms of for furries. This is just normal. This is normal size. But being honest here, telling you, yeah, the physics looking from GTA 4 to 5. Is that 4? Yeah, that's 4. That boulder in the volcano wouldn't stand a chance. Yeah. You know, watching you play Resident Evil 5, again, has made me look at Chris and be like, he wasn't as muscular as I remember, which is insane because he is actually like really thick for normal people, but for me, I'm like, he's not that thick. Thin as hell. Oh, fuck off. The GTA 4 takes the price. But yeah, like, what was they saying? I mean, I just mainly heard news that they're doing GTA 6 now. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but seems interesting. They said more woke. But yeah, the fantasy of being like a cool outlaw heist man is cool. But I'm also like really bad at it. Really. Give it a look. Physics. Oh, as in terms of physics, like in terms of like the what's the word? Technology, absolutely. Like I've seen like a lot of stuff about it. You know, Sean's gonna do that thing where it's just like, oh, you know, you watched a YouTube video about it, and I'll be like, okay, you're the worst kind of person. You don't play games, you watch other people play them. I'll never. Right. Let's make this a little more bright. But yeah, I remember getting like playing the first bit of GTA 5, and then there was a bit where it was just like, I think the first part where you're like trying to what is it, take over the bank, rob bank, and I think like I shot a civilian by accident. And it was just like mission failed. And I was just like, interesting. Fascinating. I'm really bad at shooters. My aim is like not great. I played GTA 4, but then 5 didn't hold me much attention. That's it. I watch YouTube essays about how it means to make fun of people watching YouTube essays. So like that 5-second clip of people who are just like video essays on YouTube these days that are just like blah blah. Like I was a bit overwhelmed with no more games of the same series. I can get that. That's how I feel about Dark Souls. No, I'm kidding. I don't feel anything for Dark Souls. Is this good? These colors feel, oh god, these colors feel strange, but yeah, my process of coloring has changed. And well, guess what? What? I'll ask. Uh-oh, that's two oranges put together. In the same tone, there's gonna be, yeah, I heard about it. And it's gonna be more woke. It's cool though. I didn't think Rockstar was gonna make, I mean, they were gonna make one eventually, but you know, it's the question of when. It felt like GTA 5 was both like, not that long ago, but also was like a really long time ago. Like it was just yesterday. That's how I feel about like a lot of stuff. Maybe that's just what my life is now. Not the same white. Colors are just like that. I'll have to take a look and see what's up, but being honest, not gonna play more of that. I mean, that's fine. Like, maybe you just got like enough of a mileage out of what you want from the series, you know. And if they don't do like that much significant changes and it's mostly just the same game, it's like, you know, if you don't really see anything that you really want out of it, it's fine to just like not want to play it either. It's how I kind of feel recently about Pokemon. Despite the fact that Pokemon usually gets me, but like it's like semi the same experience, even if it's like a little bit different. It's how I felt a little bit about Legends, even though it was pretty good. It was just like, yeah, I couldn't shake off that same feeling. I was still playing like kind of the same Pokemon game I've already played. And nothing has quite gripped me as now with the color. Actually, I just noticed this leg, this arm thing is like a little bit too close. Let's move that. To be honest, I should be moving it after I cleaned it up because it's gonna mess it up. So actually I'm gonna do that after, I think. The only ones I liked was 1 and 2 because the whole Dragon Armor stuff from Dark Souls series. Oh, like what's his name? Ornstein. I know his name. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played Dark Souls either. I'm a fake gamer, sorry guys. I only play one thing and that's Kingdom Hearts. There was a time when like people were like, I think like a bunch of my, like a friend really wanted me to get into Dark Souls, and then like another friend, that was the same friend that also wanted me to get into Minecraft and stuff. I couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. A lot of warm colors, and the blue is the cool color. Like making the dragon looking the main character. Huh. Like getting the dragon armor for yourself to look like a dragon. I get that though. But for the third one, the dragon armor just made the main look like an anorexic dragon. And that's okay, you know, I feel represented by that. Lamau. Yeah, like, you know, I like anything that has like kind of like a I like my little gremlins. That's how I feel represented. So like any armor that can make me look like a little creature, I'm like, yes, 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 yes. Oh, this is a good track. It really kicked off with this. I think Scott Pilgrim is one of those movie tie-in games that was actually really good. It has no right being as good as it is, despite how bad I am at it. Bang, bang. You know, the more I put color on him, the more I'm realizing that he doesn't actually have that much clothes at all. What consoles did you had who? I have a Switch and a PS4. A PS4 I don't use. And a Switch I also kind of don't really use. I tend to really just play on my PC these days. But yeah, I don't really play that many games. I mean, I play games. I'm just like, what's the word? Like, it's hard to like, because I used to be like a big RPG player, but it's hard to find the time to really sink into like a really long RPG now. which is different, which is difficult because I used to really love sitting down and kind of like going through a really, really long JRPG with big cutscenes and stuff, and now I'm really impatient. Do that. These colors aren't like not the same, but that's fine. Yeah, I think it's just the fact that like I've played like and my fill of games kind of at this point. And I'll still play, you know. Speaking of which, Digimon Survive came out the other day, and I said Xenoblade came out today? And like, oh, I'm really, really tempted to just get Digimon. Because I really like Digimon. If it isn't clear already. But it's also like, you know, that feeling of like, oh, it's a really, really long JRPG again. Or it's not, maybe it's not even going to be that long, but it's also just like a lot. So you can think of that you like to do to, so you can think of that you like to do to entertain yourself? Question mark? These days I just kind of like sit around and be on shuffle on what my friends what's the word? Not passionately, but affectionately call me on shuffle mode. But yeah, it's like I either just kind of like just watch random stuff, watch other people play, because like I don't necessarily have too much of the same passion as I did about games as I used to, you know? And then I can live vicariously through other people playing games instead. But sometimes I play. There's a few things I do. There are a few games that I tend to go back to and just have my staples. I play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. Well, not recently. I'm kind of trying to get back into it because I lost all my hotbars from like what is it? I had like a game crash that caused all my hotbars to disappear, and it was very sad. And I didn't back them up recently, so it's just like I have to redo them. But yeah, I tend to play that a lot. Secret World, which I think everyone's gonna roll their eyes on. But even then, I'm not playing that like too religiously. I'm just kind of like trying to go back onto it in a funny way. Let's check those values again. It's all right. I think it's a little. These might be a little too dark though, actually. All right. So yeah, so there's like a lot of MMOs and a lot of RPGs. But I think more than anything, it's like I spend my days whittling around what's the word? Tabletop. Like I'd be much more interested in like tabletop game. Well, or maybe not interested in playing, but maybe interested in the idea of a tabletop game. You know, I love reading about game systems and how they work and stuff. It's really interesting. I love figuring out how like something kind of like clicks together or tick in the way that like it's trying to express a specific theme or idea or something, and how those mechanics translate into saying that. It's really, really cool. Yeah. In both a good way and a bad way. Like if something's really bad, I'm also curious at like how it works, to like why they decided why that is like a thing, to like I don't know. It makes me feel like a detective. I guess that's my detective mode. Okay, let's do this because no, I want the whole thing. Yeah. Oh man, I used to have a PC, but then my motherboard stopped working one day, and being like 2 years trying to save for a decent upgrade kit. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Unfortunately, PCs are like a lot expensive. Although apparently it's a good time to get stuff. So keep on the lookout because of the whole crash. Let's get that to a lower value. And there wasn't any more of the socket motherboards. I just keep an eye out because you never know. And I think, oh god, why does it keep doing that? Let's lower the opacity even more so I can actually work on the shadows on this thing. Yeah, I changed up my process again, and now I've gone back to like doing my shadows like this in this kind of like white void space. But previously when I did that, it made it look really flat. So I think there's gonna come a time when I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna feel like, oh, it's really flat. This is how I do it from where I come from. I think I remember telling you this now that I mentioned. The motherboard? I don't think so. Like, I think that's something I've only heard about now. I forgot. It's okay. I too also have short-term memory problems. My brain empty. My heart empty. I forgot. I get it. It's fine though. I'm just worried at some point where like, I mean, it definitely has already happened of like me currently streaming and like I'm in that head no thinky just talky phase, and I'm just gonna keep repeating stuff I've already said multiple times. But I need to have the motherboard BIOS upgraded. But yes, so right now I have the motherboard, RAM, and my CPU. But yeah, keep it. Once again, like keep an eye out because yeah, it's definitely, I think, a little easier to get parts and stuff right now. At least from what I've heard. I need personally, like I need a new graphics card, I think, because it was lagging trying to play some parts of Kingdom Hearts 3. And this man wants to try data battles. Maybe not succeed, but like have a good attempt. Very old school, like video game Japanese feel. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. But after the so I need to spend for this universe upgrader, but after that I'll be able to game on the computer and get back to play VR games where you can be your own Sona. Ooh, yeah, although the new VR chat rules and stuff might have I don't know if it's I haven't really fully checked it or anything, but I heard it was bad. They even removed like recent reviews of it, so it's like, yeah, it must be rough. And I know VR chat is like kind of the place where furries were for a while, you know, as a space. It's just sad. It keeps happening. You know, FA sucks. I think Weasel is like semi-dead. Like, I don't know. I think like the only place that like has been kind of consistent as a space is Twitter, which obviously is a hellhole. called Chill Out VR. Oh, okay. Maybe people will start migrating over to that instead. I haven't really fully looked into like all the VR stuff. I did try get like VR chat without like, you know, just with the normal controls and stuff. And I had a really funky time, and I kind of never gone back to it. Haven't gone back, never, but haven't gone back to it since. Plus, like, if I to get back into VR, I kind of want a 3D model of my Sona, but I know that's kind of like hard to come by. I mean, the other thing I was thinking about doing was freaking like making the model myself and like use that as an excuse to learn 3D again, but no way. 3D is really hard. Alright, this should be on multiply. Doop. I'm gonna look at this and then the colors are gonna be like, well, actually that's not bad. I was gonna be like, the value is gonna be too dark, and then I put it on and it's like, it's not that dark. It's fine. It's fine. For now. Yeah, it's like VR chat, but then it requires less 60% resources than the actual VR chat game. Oh, okay. That's good. The more less resources, it's more accessible. People with shit rigs. What is this version? Fire Escape. It's like a weird recording. I'll skip it. And why that? It was made with a recent engine. I feel like what is it? VR chat's whole thing was that like I don't remember what engine it used, but was it Unity? I don't think it's Unity, but it certainly made it easy for people to like import stuff, I guess. But I don't necessarily really know how it all works, so you can take that with a grain of salt from me. Yes, Unity. Yeah, okay, yeah. I would think that like it being on Unity would make it like easier for people to do stuff because it's free, and it's also because it's like, you know, I don't want to say easy because I have tried Unity like a little bit and I was like confused. Any 3D is confusing to me. It's magic. It's all magic to me. Leave this in shadow, I think. I don't know, something looks weird about him. Maybe there's just not enough shadow on this side. That's fine. Maybe. It probably just needs a few more dark stuff to make it stand out, blah blah blah. Yeah, some of these recordings are like really weird. Might just switch to another one. Yeah, I'll keep it fun now. Yes. Do this like this, this. I could probably put the background as like a 50% gray just to really see what stands out and what doesn't. I should probably do that. Okay, let's do that. 50. Yeah. I think, what was it? Jack got a Vyasa recently, and was just like, yes. I haven't heard anything but good things about it. Still won't be getting one, but sounds cool. We're one step closer to Sword Online. I did those thumbs really weird, but I'll take it. It's fine. Compared from VR Chat when it did start in Chill Out is that the Chill Out 1 had started out stuff from zero with the newest version of Unity rather than VR Chat aging on getting its port interface stuff being just ported to new versions. But then the resource usage for porting required more. Okay, so it's kind of like a what is it? Like an anthill thing. Anthill? You know what I mean? You know, where it just kind of piles on over time. Kind of like the thing from 14, because FF14 also has a thing where it just like it still has some problems from how it was built with like the engine at the beginning, and it's causing it's not like causing major issues, but like, you know, like some problems now. But it's hard to future-proof stuff, you know. You don't really know what's gonna be what you want to do in the future much. You can plan ahead as much as you want, but it's just like it's hard. But you know, it would be nice if Hrothgar could get hats. And new hairstyles without cutting off the ears. And also new hairstyles without having to Fantasia. This just starts becoming a Final Fantasy 14 complaint stream. I just start complaining. Where's my ears, Yoshi P? Boom, boom. Do this. Is it like... that's fine. I always find shading abs really strange, because they like... They're not like... What's the word? Like, on there, if that makes sense. Because like, they're like... They show up and they have a little bit of shape and form to them. But yeah. So you hear this kind of music because game music won't hit the C, right? Yeah, like a little bit. Like, I think there was like a stream where I kind of was just like, I just really want to listen to music that I kind of want to listen to, you know? And that got hit with a bunch of like, not copyright strikes, but it was like muted. And it just makes me worried. But yeah, but even this, like, it might still get like a strike, to be honest. Like, I don't really, it seems pretty strong. But you know, I've seen like a couple of streamers that are just like, you know, if it gets muted, it's like fine. I just want to listen to music that I want. And you know, I think if I am feeling like that, you know, I don't know. Because listening to music when I draw is like a thing for me. Especially trying to capture like a mood or something. It helps. Keeps my motivation up. But generally, like, I'm also okay if it's just like noise to fill the space whilst I draw. You get like a window audio containers full and oh yeah, I heard about this. It just seemed like a lot of work, and it just like not that like I don't know, like I'm okay with not listening to music that I want at the moment. If that makes sense. Because like I also heard another way was to like separate your broadcast noise or something from the recording, something like that, things like that. And besides, these songs are a jam. I'm really glad that Universal was able to re-release the Scott Pilgrim game. Because it was off the, like, kind of like, not unaccessible. It was kind of like unaccessible for a while. Which is a shame, one of the best beat 'em ups. Unavailable. It's easy, just adding each stuff sound, one from the game, one from Discord, one from YouTube or Spotify. Okay. I'll take more of a look into it and see if that's anything. But I do also have another thing, which is just sort of like, I just tend to, like, once I find a song I really like, I tend to just put it on repeat and just blast it till death. Which is another thing I was kind of like, that wouldn't be good for stream either. Just the same song over and over until people go insane. Because like recently I was just like listening to the League of Legends Porter Robinson song for like on repeat over and over, like, and I'm still not sick of it yet. Like I could listen to that like for hours. It's a really good song for me. Like personally, because I'm also real know that Porter Robinson is not to everyone's taste. Ha ha ha. I mean, it's also just like what's the word? Feeds me because I'm a sucker for magical girl stuff. So. That might be too dark. Why is this so dark? Let's. I do. Because the shape is like this, but the light is coming from down, so it'll still be dark. Finding shadow shapes is also something I've difficulty with. Just because of the fact that like I have been thinking a little bit more three-dimensionally recently, which is nice, but it's still hard. This? Oh, that looks fine, but it's like Twitch only strikes when it comes to be on your VOD recorded streams. Okay. Cause like there was a bunch of stuff like it's not recently, but it was like a thing about what's the word? Like live banning and stuff. I don't know. It's been a very strange space. It depends on the mood of the music industry, I guess. Although there's been a couple of music I heard on people's streams. Unlike, I think Tyree Panda's stream had like a bunch of Sonic remixes, and I'm like, I want to know where they come from because they're really good. There was one Sonic Unleashed song that I was like, that's better than the original, and I kind of really want to listen, like, know what that is. Because Sonic Unleashed has the best music. Do not at me. Do not. And it's not because he's a werehog. Not just because he's a werehog. But yeah. He should be down like this. Maybe. Oh, this song is like... Yeah, it's not really even a song. It is finishing up, so maybe I'll just move on to a different soundtrack. Should we listen to some Sonic Unleashed songs? Yeah, let's listen to Sonic Unleashed. Endless Possibility, best theme. This is called Synthwave, and well, since I started listening, I vibe to it while I'm gaming or just relaxing. Synthwave is cool. I have to be in a specific mood though for that kind of, like, I don't want to say techno because it's not. Different genre, but yeah. You know what I mean? I'm very much like a, emo pop punk music guy. that's the kind of genre I'm always like in the mood for. There's never not a time I'm not in a mood for that kind of music. From somewhere. I see it now. Look, some might say butt rock, I say I say art. I see it, I feel it. I'm getting the lyrics all wrong. Yeah. I was kind of disappointed that Sonic Full. I mean, then again, like, you know, society has changed, music tastes have changed, and Sonic's kind of like shed his 90s, early 2000s kind of visage and has become like a 2018 millennial. Self-deprecating millennial. And there's possibilities. So yeah, so Sonic Forces doesn't necessarily have like this kind of music, which kind of made me sad because I didn't really like all the songs from it. Start again. Like, it still has this kind of vibe, this like, you know, edgy. Sonic's running through the streets vibe. I also still find it insane that they got Liam O'Brien to do Infinite. It's just funny. It's just... Liam, I know you're busy with Critical Role, but you want to play this edgy kind of a hedgehog, not a hedgehog, that has like video game digital powers? Yeah, sure. I see it all within my reach. No, that doesn't look good. He's getting there. He's somewhere. I feel like my flats are really flat. My flats are really flat. But we can work on the colors later. Flats can always be changed, but shading's forever. And then when Sonic does orchestral stuff, it's really good. I love any orchestral rendition of like an edgy pop. Like they do Endless Possibility and then do an epic version for the final boss, and it's just like, can you turn your emo butt rock music into JRPG final boss music for me? I would love that. Yeah, my kind of vibes goes on from electronic, folk metal, metal, hard rock, a little bit of ska. Will tell eventually, and will a variety of electrician. Well, eventually, and will and a variety of electro genres. I can get behind ska. Ska is very much the 90s energy I enjoy. I also blame the Digimon movie because that movie is like full on a lot of ska, so much ska. True. It's good though. It's been... Okay, let's shade in this bit, because that's actually to the side of him. So... One of the things about art is that you have to commit to choices, and I don't like to commit to anything. Oh wait, this is the game that also has if you have an E rank, you get like a shit version of the theme. I'll definitely play that. Let me hydrate. I have to go get, well, actually I still got coffee, and coffee is technically a drink. And I will stretch, yeah. It's actually, this is handy, it's been an hour, so... Oh no. It's actually been an hour, so I should stretch anyway. But this is a good reminder. I was working on a commission the other day, and I think I overdid it because I felt like I should finish our table. Your table! Wait, hold on. It's broken. Where's the, hold on. I'm gonna play now that I have some free time stretching, I'll play the Unleash E-rank. E-rank failure. This is how I feel. I love anything that's like purposefully bad. Like they got that orchestra to be like, can you play like garbage, please? Like, can you do the theme but bad? Oh, it's good. It's good. It's like what was it? It's the same thing as like the Titanic played on the badly on recorder. It's really yeah, my heart will go on badly on recorder. Like it's also important because it has to be earnest enough. Like there needs to be like an earnestness in how bad it is. You know, it can't just be like there's like a very line of delicate balance. It's the same with there was a video I watched recently about Christian cinematic universe, the Christian cinematic universe, where like churches would do like parody plays, but also like shove in the Bible story. And there's one song where a priest does "Walking on Sunshine," and and he just whiffs it. He just absolutely whiffs it, and it's so.
And sings "Walking on Sunshine."
Here he goes. I'm walking on sunshine. What? It's really funny. Like, yeah, it's very honest. You just made me hearing badly out of recorded music out of a recorder played badly. Yeah, you have to appreciate the effort. Ooh, okay, a few more stretches. Come on. But yeah, it's probably the reason why stuff like The Room and stuff, you know. I love anything that's just like mysteriously bad. Play Take on Me, Shitty Flute. Boo doo doo. There's actually quite a few of them. I think like it was quite the big meme of the time, you know. And then it became overdone, and then I got kind of tired. But yeah, every so often I go back to something like that. I think it's the little goblin, like my little goblin brain. That's a little bit like it's like screaming. Like the height of humor for me that will make me laugh a lot is like a very loud, unabashed scream. Something very visceral about a very loud scream. And I don't mean like a let's say like a let's play like screaming random, like yeah, like that's kind of like the same lane, but it's not quite the same. It's hard to describe. Basically, like the one main one is there's an Onion video that I like watching whenever I need a good laugh. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, about the guy that fires all of his neurons and he starts screaming, and it's something like that, like that really gets to me. We fire all our neurons. Ah. I'm very easy to please when it comes to, like, I'm both hard and easy to please. Okay, I think base shadows for this is mostly done. Mostly. It looks pretty good even without the lines, because like I can tell the forms from it. Hey, it's the cute bull again. Hi, John. Welcome back. And yes, it is the cute bull. I'm working on it, rendering. You know, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be. It's good that you can tell from the. I mean, maybe you came in when the lines were still on it, but if you can tell even without the lines, then it's pretty good. That's pretty good on my book. I love a man you can milk. I mean, who doesn't? Man, what people say about furries is correct. I'm gonna play one of the. I'm gonna skip this. This is too calm. Yeah, I'm not gonna leash. Great soundtrack. But yeah, we're just working on them. Not sure about these colors. I know, so putting on the colors has made me realize that he really doesn't have that many clothes on, that much clothes on. I don't know why drawing him I was just like, he has more clothes than I usually put on a character. And now looking at him I'm like, no he doesn't. I was just lying to myself. Is that bad? Not necessarily, but like, you know, it's like, it would be nice. Well, what's the word? Like, it would be nice to show people I have range. As long as it tells his personality, it's fine. You know, good clothes and good whatever is nice character design. Tells a story. The story of this man is he beat up a tiger and took its skin and is now sexy. You have range, you can draw big tits and massive tits. Oh, that's very sweet. You know, and that's kind of the range I strive for personally. But as an artist, always strive for more. Even bigger tits. I'm talking about anime bazonga honga donga, if you know what I mean. I've got this idea for a new anime plot, okay? There's a girl who gets transferred into the school, right? And she's got massive bahunga dungas. The biggest gagonga gongas. Big jiginga glingas. Okay, let's put some darker shadows because that is what we should do. Even darker. Maybe even more saturated. Yeah, maybe like a little bit more. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh my god, you mean planet-like proportions? Oh yeah, like I mean like galaxy proportions, big gungas. See, the thing is, it's like I always draw like big stuff, right? You know, it's Miss Universe after all, exactly. But it's like like color and a lot of other things in art, big is relative. And like it's really not really hard, but like it's hard for me to draw like anything that's like that big without something to compare it, like drawn in to compare to, if you know what I mean. You know, which is why like bigness in terms of like a character tends to be more of within its rhythm and its what's the word? Like its rhythm and the size comparison to itself, which is difficult for me to pull off. Or you just get someone that's like you know, like huge and blobby. Which is nice, but it's hard to describe form sometimes when they're like that mahustive. You know what I mean? This one is actually 4'10", so this must have that big. Exactly. He's a short. He's a shorty. You can't tell, but he is incredibly short. I do enjoy a short stack though. I don't know, it's very cute. A short stack king, exactly. Short stacks are kings. They can they can throw me any day, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to find a place where it's like these deep shadows can go. And so far the focus is on the crotch. I wonder how people would feel like having like muscular furries like Stream Hyper stuff. Like, what makes them to have that out of logic stuff in their likeness? monster like extreme hyper. I think I don't know. It's stuff like that is like taste and stuff, right? Like I have the stuff I'm interested in, but it's, you know, hard to tell where that comes from. Well, it's not that hard where that comes from for me anyway. I'm very easy. Put them in places the furries want to put in their face. It's mostly crotches. Depends on the type of furry, you know. I don't want to generalize. It's actually harder with the color on. That's better. I have a habit of making like too dark shadows on too many places, and then it just kind of looks really flat. I really don't want to do that. Let's make this. Oh, okay. Oh, it's already. I forgot to save. English Gober English. English language. Oh god. Becoming more offensive by the day. Okay, let's actually lighten this because I don't want it to go that dark. There's only specific places you should actually put like super dark shadows and stuff. Just because it's like focus. I think when I was starting out, I used to put like dark shadows around every kind of corner and stuff because that's what I heard you should do. It's not. Not for everything. Like, you should still do it, and like, it's nice to give it that sense of depth. But if you put it around everywhere, it's kind of hard to get your eyes to focus on a specific spot. And I still have a problem with that. Which is why you should also have like soft rendering as much as like harsh rendering. But I can't do soft rendering very well, so I don't. I work around my weaknesses, not improve on them. Do this. His belly button should be like here, but it's hidden by the belt. It's all about the light source. Yeah, like I don't necessarily like I did read up on like the science of like how light works and stuff. I still don't really fully like get it. There's also like a bunch of light stuff that I still haven't really I don't really do in my art. Stuff like diffusion and like what's the word? Like, you know. It is good to like learn about that stuff as you know. But one of the things that's really handy about art is that it doesn't necessarily have to be fully realistic, it just has to be believable. That's the nice thing. It's funny you said I work around my weaknesses, not improve on them, as he shades his back muscles that you can see from the front. His chest muscle, yeah, it's okay, you know, it's because that's where I want you to see, okay? I want you to see two things. His crotch. It's a habit, you know. But also, you know, to tell that his bazonga, it's fine. You can learn at your own pace. All right, I need water. Okay, have good water. You should drink. Water's important. Lifeblood of the planet. But yeah, to show how heavy his chest is, I outline it so you can kind of feel the weight of it. That's a secret. It's not a secret. It's actually just fundamentals. But I do that a lot for even stuff that doesn't necessarily adhere to light and things. If it's something important, I would usually do it and try and make it believable enough to look at it, you know? I would put dark shadows put in the pits area too. Yeah, I do that a lot. Like, I usually go dark and like not too dark because like once again I had a habit of going too dark in the past. Because I'm like, it's all about contrast, right? But then it's like too much contrast. So now I try to go like semi-light on my shadows and then manipulate the shadows after the fact. Because you can always, like, you know, darken stuff later. It's like cooking. You can always add more spice later. Kind of, depending on where you are in the cooking steps, I guess. But yeah, I sometimes I use like a hard black on things that I really want like super dark shadows on. Well, not like a super black, but like something that's like so close to black that it's basically just black. And then like, because I used to black out like a lot of things, but now I try and put like be more like liberal about it and just like put it on things I really want to focus on, or necessarily to like pop it out from the background or something. I also outline my shadows as well. I say outline, but like the transition between my shadows and my base color, I also try and like not put like a big outline, but like color change to make it like interesting, you know. Because yeah, making super interesting colors is also still something very new. Because there's some artists out there like I think that there's like a Russ Lork, I think his name is. He's so good. He's when it comes to colors, like he's a fully like a hard shader. He's not a soft shader. But he's able to mix like a whole bunch of colors together even when it's hard shading. And it's interesting. It's like it's never dull colors with that guy. It's great. I'm generally pretty flat with my colors, which is bad. I think like a great advice from an artist that I can't remember the name of, but I read it somewhere where it's just sort of like, your colors don't necessarily have to be specific, like the water is blue, you know, but I'm very much still like tiger is orange, water is blue kind of guy. You know. The other problem, I think, probably just because of the fact that like you can have colors be to a specific mood, but I don't really think about, unless it's like a specific scene or something. I even then, I don't know. I don't draw scenes all that much. Only recently did I started what's the word? Getting into backgrounds and stuff. You know, I say just use references as you go. Yeah, still important. It's basically just a lot of practice, you know. I'll take a gander, I'll take a look. Ooh, more shadows on there. I can see what you mean. I'll probably will add more stuff like that. I'm just trying not to be too heavy at the moment. But that is handy. Because if we do that. Because if we mirror that. Good to take away line art, just so you can see what's kind of showing and what's not, and if it's still reading. There's a little bit of thingy here. Do that. Let's do that. Not fully all the way. Since light won't reach under there. Yeah, true. Still want it to be readable though, which I'll probably put like a black like here, around here, you know, just to really separate it. Well, not black, you know what I mean. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because sometimes the most like actual realistic option to like coloring or rendering something might not be the best option for your picture. Might not be. And that's nice, to know, you know. Still shouldn't try and use an excuse, but you know, you're able to break reality a little bit sometimes. If it's believable and it looks good, then it's fine. There we go. Probably needs a little bit more on his braid thingy so we can actually see what they actually are like. But I probably won't go too heavy because the light source is closer up there. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh. Bum, bum. Sonic music makes me happy. He's looking... eh. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do? Another thing that I know like people do is make different... Because like I draw my shadows like cell shading, where it's just like specific, you know, like rounded down. Which is good, but it's also like you could be different. A thing that I've been seeing like more people do is like put the edges to shapes. So they would like maybe like draw the shadow shape and then shade it like with lines and hatching like they would pencil stuff. And I kind of want to do that because of textures and stuff. I want to like give off textures of like fur and things. That's really important for furries and things. But it's hard to get fully right though, because it still needs to adhere to like a form and stuff. Textures, yes, yeah. Yeah, it's also nice because it's like transitions, so it's like. And like when I would draw on pencil, at least like back when I still did physical stuff on sketchbooks and stuff, I love stuff like cross hatching and shading and stuff. It's really pleasing to look at, you know. So actually, now that like I remembered it in my mind for a second, and I wasn't just like doing my process out of habit, I might actually put like a little bit of that in here. Not a lot, just like a little bit, just to that's how it goes. Like I did like a little bit of fan art for Shadow Ray during a stream. A great artist, really crazy good. And I did a little bit of that in that like fan art piece. So let's see if I can do it here. Rather than looking for soft shading for everything. Yeah, or just flat shading. You know what I mean? Like it's like. It really helps with form and stuff, right? I'm assuming. Me saying right, like it's just like, right? Did I get that right? Yeah. Ooh. Let's do that. Plus, like, there's just spots where I'm like, I feel like that should be shaded, but I don't want to actually like fully shade it. So maybe this is like an excuse for me to like kind of just put this line in here. That's the form isn't like that. The form is like bam, bam. Then where's the form going from here? It's like this. That's okay. It might help with my lack of form problem. Because before I was really looking into stuff like Leyendecker illustration work, and like he does this kind of stuff all the time, and it's really nice to look at. What's like a furry artist like TF Fiddler, I think his name is, and can't remember the other guy. But yeah, that work is really good, like super painted stuff, but like with textures and its shading, really nice. Really nice to look at. They lovingly put time lapses on YouTube that I can go over with a fine-tooth comb and just like cry. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, interesting. I'm zooming in now, which is gonna be a worry because I'm gonna be like, don't over detail, don't over detail. I think those are too thin. Yeah, those are too thin. Maybe? Yeah, they are too thin. Let's go big. That doesn't look good. It needs to match the shape of the underneath part, if that makes sense. That's a little bit better. It's something that could probably be fixed. Parts of it, like, I'm looking at it, there's parts of it that I do like. Like, I love, like, anything that's, like, with the chest, kind of. But then again, I'm very acquainted with chest form. Give them more texture on the face because people focus on faces. Like this. Let's do on his horns as well, because horns are actually really, really important when maintaining form. Because they twist and turn. It's very strange. Like that? That's fine. And some for the hair as well, because if there's anything that needs lines, it's hair. Ah, the beetle sound. Welcome. I was tempted to have like my stream intros to always be Mallow Mart from Twilight Princess. I. Actually pretty good. That's not that bad. I like that. Let's make the irises shadows darker. Because, yeah. Even though it's technically not a shadow, but it's... Yeah, it has to be even darker than that. Darker than black. I like outlining eyes because it's like, it's important. But maybe not like that. Probably needs another... Actually, that's not that bad. That's pretty good. Ooh, click, click, click. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna leave my leg so my device will be still keeping the watch while I look inside my head. Okay. Don't go insane. The problem of always like not feeling like I have my process under control is that sometimes I feel like I get better whilst I have commissions running, so then it's just like, oh, it's such a shame because I feel like I'm doing better, but like it looks different than what I'm selling. What do I do? It's a bit nerve-wracking. It's interesting. I think I heard the song not from the context of Sonic, though. Why have I heard this? Oh well. It'll come to me. Bum, 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 bum. I might be going too overboard with these lines. Oh, hey, one of my emotes. Once the other emotes are like accepted, you guys are finished. I'll be using them all the time. I hope this isn't too heavy. Like, not as heavy. And line it from here to here. But yeah, there's a few I really want to redo in terms of emotes. So much to do. Because some of them don't like, yeah, I already mentioned it. Overestimated how small they'll look. I feel like a good artist would make sure those lines point to sections that you want to focus on. Yet okay, let's... I think this is fine. I think this is, yeah. Do I want to go any darker though? No, I don't really want to. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I'm looking at more of his face and it's just like it's very strange on the flip side. But I really shouldn't really fix it right now because it is definitely something that needs to be fixed once the whole thing is done. Okay, let's try and render him. Maybe I did the lines too early because I still have a bunch of stuff I need to render. Can't hold on to regrets. We move on. Okay. Let's do soft lighting. What is the ambient light? It is... Let's make it blue, since everything is so strongly in warm colors right now. Maybe not blue. I go with purple too much. That looks weird. Blue makes it look like it's nighttime. Maybe it needs to be let's use a airbrush and soften it up. Go from the top down, you know? Maybe I should just airbrush it. Hold on. That way it's not as strong. Unless I want it to be. There we go. I just noticed here. Okay, so if the white outline isn't helping, but it's like a white. I think it's the backing. I know what it is. It's fine. It should be all right. Do that. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, let's put some more harder lighting on there. Hard light. Keep those values in check. Fine for the most part, I think. How bright is this? Pretty bright. The lighting's coming from this way. This is good. I can also use the shading kind of like stuff this way as well. Let's keep with it. Sometimes I do stuff and then it doesn't stick around, and or like it doesn't look good at the beginning, and then we just have to keep going. That's always sometimes the case. But in this case, maybe that doesn't look good. No. Okay. I think it's because it's the light's coming from the top, so like this, but get rid of this. Wouldn't be that heavy from that side. That. See how that goes from this way. Oh god, that doesn't look that good on the yellow. Fine, sticking with it. Yeah, that's okay, I think. It's a lot of I thinks in this section of the of the piece. Mainly both on the face. Ooh, that does not look good on that side. Let's flip it. That. Oh. Ooh, come on. I haven't saved. She was. I think the colors are a little flat, but that's again another thing that could be changed. This? Okay. It's gonna be a long renderer. I'm gonna not get too much on this side, more on this side. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe I've gone too overboard, but I feel like I have to commit now. With these line thingies. Commit. We'll commit. Art is about committing to choices, and I will commit. No, maybe not that hard up there. Like that. Okay. And then have another light source somewhere else. Let's... Not as... Well, actually, let's make the... Not as harsh. Maybe that'll make it look a bit better. Then have another hard light. This time we'll try airbrushing it in, because let's make the light like a red. That's coming in this way. Let's have it come in this way. No, that doesn't look good. It's because the hard light was made with shapes, so... It's all shapes and I'm committed. Ah! Lower this down to 50. Okay, you know, we'll keep committing. Let's make it like a white bright up here. It's again one of those things I've just learned just now, which is just sort of like, you don't need to do it for everything. I think that's one of the problems I think I just realized now of this line stuff that I just did on this guy. Too much. Way too much. I could always get rid of some of the lines. Let's do that. Okay. Any unnecessary ones that don't necessarily fit. These ones. These ones. That's fine. This one. Or at least make them a little thinner. This is fine. Always be able to change your mind. It still looks a little strange, but that's fine. I like the ones on the bottles. That's okay. I'll keep those. Let's change some of the... Yeah. Not all of these need... That's fine. Those are fine. Let's get rid of those. Like it on the horns, I like on those, maybe not on these. Or at least make them thinner. Like that. Okay, okay. Start actually putting some render on them. I don't mind that, I don't hate that. Probably a little bit more. A little bit more light on this side because I like the highlight. Yeah. Make the chesty stand out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, too close. That. Odd light again. Maybe it's too much on the cheek. Because it still needs like the eyelid at the bottom. It's not really getting it. Yeah, that's alright. Hey, hi Stream Dr. Duck. Welcome, welcome. Rendering this bull guy. Over-rendered for a second there for like a little bit, but there's still more work to be done on him. What's the time? Ah, I gotta do my stretchies. How are you doing though? You good? Ooh. Quack quack. I'm good so far. That's good. Yeah, quack. Yeah. But yeah, it's mostly like a semi-chill-ish time, just because rendering is just like that, you know. It's just me talking to myself because I'm trying to make like both be different and make good choices. It's hard. Yeah, let's do something. Let's go dark. Let's go even darker. On some of the really heavy places, you know? Getting a lot of chill Sonic sounds, which is nice. Cliche saying for bulls when angry. Bullshit! Actually got me. Bullshit? You got that right. Okay. Don't want to do too much. You know, he's also wearing a lot of red, which I don't know if that's healthy for a bull. Why do bulls go crazy when they see red? What's the science behind that? Yeah. The music stops. Yes. Ooh, funky. The game ball. Crack, crack, crack. Yeah. Funky. Okay, let's do this. One more, like a little bit more. The hair's kind of getting lost, so. I said not that much outline, but here I am outlining. Like a Buell. Here we go. Yeah, that's looking good. Alright. You'll probably need a few manipulations, but I can actually start properly rendering now. The long part. See if that does anything, or if that makes it just make it a little bit more harder to tell what's going on. Bum, 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 bum. Cause I'm a mage. Whoa, so many emotes. Let's do We haven't even done the goo guy. Like, I haven't even touched him yet. Rendering's always the longest part of the process, and also the most part of the process that I'm like, snooze. Well, not snooze, it's not like, I still like it because it's like, you're finishing it up and it's starting to look like something. But it's long. It's long. I wonder if the real-time fandom will do Sonic Unleashed eventually. I'd love to hear that. Top 5 anime deaths. Number 1. You! You still got that version of a character with the golden gun? Yeah, I do. At least the file. I don't have it as an emote though, which is because I feel like it wouldn't translate very well as an emote. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I think. No, it's not there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Give me your money. I'll have him. Hold on, let me just. He'll be at the top of the screen. Okay. Scare variant. Yeah, I still gotta work on all my like redeems and stuff. I still haven't really like touched too much of it, other than making emotes and something else. I remember I did something else, but I can't remember. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to like program all that stuff. Program, but like, you know what I mean, implement. Program makes it sound too fancy, because I don't think it's that difficult, right? I hope. Bum, 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 bum. That's alright. Okay. Your money or your life? Oh, he's too big. It's too big to even look at. Yeah, there are possible some paid to add for redeems and streaming. People Google searching and find something. Alright, yeah, okay. So like stuff like redeems and stuff. I'll definitely take a gander. Probably after stream, because yeah. The other thing is also like I mentioned it earlier, I had like a bunch of commissions, so I haven't really been able to do some personal stuff for like a little bit. But whenever I have the free time, I'll definitely start implementing that kind of thing. Because when it's just fun, right? It's fun. Yeah, and scaring me is the most fun of all, according to people. I'm a little spooky cat. I get spooked really easily. I don't like jump scares. I'm a spook man. Love the concept of a spook. Like a spooky thing. Hate actually being a part of a spooky thing. Maybe I shouldn't do the texture lining too early, because I also have to do the transition states as well. Ah, boy. But yeah, so like a scare redeem would be nice. What other kind of redeems would you guys want? I aim to please, I aim to deliver. So many ideas. Yeah, exactly. I get like choice paralysis, you know. But also just like, yeah. I've been trying to like look at other people's streams to see what they got, and then just kind of like use that as a basis. One of them will definitely be a pet one, because pets are nice. Everyone should get petted. Hello, how are you today? Oh, hi, Vano. I'm okay. It's, you know, my energy's waning a little bit. I think the coffee's wearing off. But I'm alright. We're just rendering this bull guy. How's he looking? Thick? One eyebrow thicker than the other, which is strange. But yeah, how are you? What's up? That. Make him a little bit thinner now that I'm moving out. Ooh. Coffee and heat, maybe? Yeah, it is. Well, it's not that hot, but like, it's definitely, the heat's definitely increasing. But yeah, but I get sleepy really easily. Smell. Looks nice. I'm fine, just reading the new Star Guardian chapter at the moment. Ooh. That's cool. I keep getting really interested in the Star Guardian stuff because magical girls and fiddlesticks, but League of Legends, I got out. I don't want to get back in, but that's cool though. It's good that they're doing stuff with it. I hope it's cohesive. The story so far really surprised me. Okay. That's good. Is Fiddlesticks in it? Is he hot? Does he scar people? Wouldn't say hot, but more cute. Nice. I mean, I keep like, cause I use the Creator Free Talia music, and like he shows up a lot in that, and he's so cute. He death drops and everything. I was like, yes, my queen. I don't know. Can I spoil something from the story? If other people in the stream don't mind, but I think it's fine. You know, I don't mind too much. And yeah, sure. How do you wait? Hold on. Maybe this is the perfect opportunity to. Well, actually, no. It's fine. It's fine. I was gonna be like test out the pull function because I haven't done that before. Well, for this is to be a full-on Star Guardian, not surprised. I think Zoe's one as well, if I remember correctly. But that's super interesting. Maybe all the Star Nemesises are like ex-Star Guardians, right? Makes you think. Morgana definitely looks like she could have been one. Making me want to listen to Everything Goes On by Paul Robinson again. It's not good. I'll get muted again. True, that is one of the main elements of the story. Our Star Guardians went to full/burnout. The brightest stars always burn. That was like one of the taglines, I think, if I remember. If I had to constantly save the universe, I would burn out. Sounds like a tiring job. And where will I have time for my hot boys? Classic magical girl dilemma. Or in the case of Akali and Kaiser, where's my hot girlfriend? What was I doing for the hair here? It's kind of confusing me. Like this, I guess? So stop the shadows around here. There we go. That looks really weird. What's going on? Ral and Quinn are also really cute together. Yeah. I like it. There was a lot of Star Guardians like announced slash put out this time, just because like there's so many like what's the word? League of Legends side stuff now. And it's kind of crazy, like, it's just like so many Star Guardians. I'm used to just having one squad, now there's like 3. A gluttony. Gluttony of squads. That looks weird. That looks weird. I'm like, what's wrong? What's... What's with the picture here? That's the these are the questions I ask myself. Probably just because I haven't given the hair much form in thought. I think even more than 3 since the story introduced multiple new teams. Yeah, it's oh god. I know they shoved Lux aside. She's like a statue now or whatever. Kind of sad. She was kind of like one of the OGs, you know. Also, her Star Guardian look has not aged very well, personally. And like, she's meant to be like the Sailor Moon looking type, you know. I wish they would like update it, maybe. Just like a little bit, just to keep it more like, you can still keep the Sailor Moon kind of like Sailor Scout suit theme, but keep it more in line with like the designs of like the current Star Guardians, which have a specific like look to them. That makes sense. At the same time though, I know a lot of people are like, Lux keeps getting everything, so I'm glad that she doesn't have anything this time. Dude, Lux skin is a bit bland compared to the rest. Yeah, now, like I think before when she was kind of like one of the only Star Guardians, it was fine because she was like the newbie and also loved the group and also like a whatever. And yeah, but compared to like the rest of the skin line now, I think it's a bit aged. Yeah, and I don't even love Lux all that much, you know? I think she gets too much stuff, but I have to respect her position as one of the first Star Guardians. I hope Twisted Fate gets a Star Guardian skin, and then I can get my Cardcaptor Sakura. Male Cardcaptor Sakura. Ooh, click. Okay. Might change music because it has been Sonic for a really long time. What to play next though? There are rumors that there will be a boy band for this year World Song. Interesting. Like I know they did KDA and I know they did the Echo band, I can't remember. But that had Akali in it. Everything has Akali in it. Let's move on to some very chill Walking Dog stuff. Maybe? Yeah, this stuff's cute. But yeah, I wonder who they would pick for the boy band group. Would it be like an NSYNC S Club? Like, you know, that kind of boy band? Or like a Korean boy band? I know that's like really popular right now. I would love like a 90s style boy band. Something that's like aged like a wine. But you never know, the popularity of that boy band from Turning Red was a surprise. Well, actually, it's not that much of a surprise. Nostalgia's quite a drug. Maybe they finally make Aphelios X set canon in universe. They did tease us somewhat in Luna. That would be interesting. I know people are like, oh, Set's like super muscular, but he's still kind of like a twunk to me. It's the same kind of thing when people are like, oh, look how thick Genshin Impact characters are, and I look at them and they're like a stick, and I'm like, interesting. It would be cool though. I can see Aphelios and Set being chosen because they're very boy band material already. And they already gave me a muscular singer in Mordekaiser in I forget what that band is called, Pentakill? Yeah. Mordekaiser's hot in Pentakill. True. Viego and Ezreal would also fit. Yeah, Ezreal. Why did I say it like it's a fucking like Undertale character? Ezreal Dreamer. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. There's a lot of pretty boy champs they could choose. I'm tired of pretty boy champs. Give me freaks. Where's my Tom Kench? Where's my Tom Kench boy band? They'll never give it to me. Because Riot is a coward. Riot are cowards. Same, but Ezreal's loud since he's cute. He's alright. He's a little bit too schmarmy for me, but I can see the appeal. I think it's because I feel like I'm the smarmy one and he's taking my place. I'm not that smarmy, but he's alright. Maybe also I've been killed by his ult too many times when I was playing League that I'm just like about him. I think if they do a boy band, one of the most boring choices they could probably pick would be Viego, who's like systematically created and built to be a pretty boy. I mean, alongside all the other ones like Aphelios and Sand stuff, but still, I don't know. But I can also see them actually doing that though, like use Viego for that. There is currently invisible Ezreal bug going on. Fun! Glad I'm not playing the game. I love everything about League. except playing it. I was really tempted to get back into it, but it's just like, no. Stockholm Syndrome. Come back and play. There's a Fiddlestick skin for you. You like Fiddlesticks, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, I do, but I don't. When I play, it makes me sad. Game's a lot better now. Everyone watched Arcane, so the new players will be friendly. Will they? Will they though? Instead, I played Legend of Runeterra for like a little bit, and it was fun. Legend of Runeterra is really good. I just can't sustain my interest for card games for too long. But if you're into card games, it's a very good one. And much generous with its offerings than something like Magic the Gathering Arena, which I've also played. Maybe the MMO will be good. I'm curious about it. I have my doubts, mainly just because like there's a very easy thing that they could do where like I think everyone's thinking MMO, but like there's a chance it's not even an MMO at all, but more like an MMO light, like a gacha game, if you know what I mean. Not fully like a gacha game, but something similar. The details are so sparse about it that it could literally be anything. But like, it's still Tencent owned, and I think there was some kind of interview or some kind of talking point where they were like, oh, it could, you know, it's not exactly like a full-on MMO like you would expect, which makes me think like an MMO light, like a gacha styled multiplayer stuff where you have like guilds and things like that, but you mainly just like collect things and yeah. But I could be wrong, you know. Once again, there's so little information about it that it could be anything at this point. Let's just say I'm cautiously, you know, looking at it cautiously, not raising my hopes up too high or anything. Plus, like, I already play Final Fantasy 14, and like, that's a really high bar. They have amazing lore so far, right in my weak spot, collecting useless virtual items. Yeah, it's like a thing. I was like pretty not into gacha games, but it's like it's so easy to get into gacha games and just kind of like have it be there because it just kind of exists, you know. I was like very into the Kingdom Hearts mobile game, which is important to the lore and all that stuff, and like just kind of doing that grind on the daily, and it was bad. It's a bad game. But don't you want to know what happens next in the story? You know, that kind of disgusting. But yeah, but League has really, really good lore. Like I like the world of Runeterra. It's interesting. And the champs are how they interact in that world and connect with each other. It's interesting. You know, I was so interested in it, in fact, that like I was like, you know, it was never complete, and honestly I kind of got bored of the idea, but like translating it somehow into like a tabletop setting, as is my want. But yeah, the world has like so many different like sects and sects and societies and stuff, and yeah, it's just interesting. Too bad they don't do too much with it most of the time, you know. I'm looking forward to Arcane Season 2, whenever that's gonna happen. Probably soon, because it's like a really big success. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, some characters are so much cooler in the lore when compared to the in-game. Aurelion Sol. Aurelion Sol. Aurelion Sol is so cool. Does not feel like that in the game for me. I'm not. I wanted to get good at Aurelion at one point because he's so cool. Singed, yeah, Singed is really cool. Lore-wise. It's just unfortunate. It's just the way it goes. They are reworking Aurelion Sol to fit its theme better. Yeah, I also heard that, and once again, it's another thing that like League has made me go, maybe I will come back. It's another one of those things. Now that Aurelion Sol's getting like a bit of a rework, I'm be like, maybe I'll like him, and then maybe I can play. But it's more than that. There's a lot more stuff about League that League has to do for me to kind of get back into it, I guess. But at the same time, it's also like, it's fine if I don't want to go back, you know? Like, maybe that part of my life is just over. Like, the main thing that, like, I enjoy when it came to playing MOBAs was like playing with people like my friends and stuff. And most of them now don't really play League of Legends anymore. They tend to play like a lot of multiplayer games that like also like multiplayer world crafting games and stuff, which I'm not also really that into. I once again, another thing that passed me by was like Minecraft stuff. At some point, you got to move on from the game. Yeah. It's gonna make me sad when eventually it's gonna be Final Fantasy 14 because that's currently my game at the moment that I'm like still will come back to and be like, yeah, it's cool, you know. Happens to all games. Like, I think it happened to Persona when I was playing Persona 5, and then tried to replay Persona 4, and then couldn't really fully get into it because I was like, I wonder what happened. Like, yeah, you change and things change, and that's fine. It's still a little bit sad though, you know. Yeah, I still remember a lot of stuff about League, just like having fun with people. Like I don't really know how to play characters or roles or something, but we all still have a laugh, like, you know, messing around and trying to win. And then slowly but surely, just like over time, it just started becoming this thing where it's just like we log on, we play a few games, it's not really fun, and it's just sort of like, what's the word? Like you just do it just to do it because you're used to it. And that's when like it's the sad part of the game, you know? And it's even worse really because it's just like it's so easy to get angry. At least for me, I get more not super angry, but I do get tilted. League should have more anti-tilt PSAs. Here's how to control your anger, etc. They do get some tips, I believe, on keeping it cool and stuff. That's good. I know they like not super changed up like a lot its onboardingness. The other thing of League of just like League has a lot of information, and it's not necessarily clear. Although I doubt that anyone reads or uses them. Yeah, probably. League has like a lot of information, and it's also like I still don't know how to properly jungle, even after reading up like I know it's like, oh, obviously it's practice and stuff, that makes sense. But like League also just like when you start playing, the jungle position isn't even necessarily something that can be filled because you don't have smite either at the beginning, right? And that's like super important to jungling. And it sucks because my favorite champion is Fiddlesticks, and he's now primarily a jungler. I used to be able to play him as like middle sticks, hell yeah, middle sticks, or support. But like now his toolkit is just like so heavily weighted towards jungling that it's just like I had to learn how to jungle. And then that was one of the nails in the coffin for me to stop playing, when it was just like, oh, now even my favorite champion isn't fun for me to play. Or it's different, like I have to relearn him in a different way. Yeah, and the League community isn't really helpful when it comes to helping new players and things like that. Yeah. Because it's just like, you know, they just want to play the game, I guess. But it's also like I can fully understand Riot like not being able to fully get like a proper tutorial in. I mean, I think there's still definitely a way to do it, but explaining everything about League and how it works is hard with making it like engaging, I guess, if you're not already engaged in it. There's probably a way to do it, but no, I certainly don't know how. It's sort of like when people, like, I have a few friends who are into Path of Exile, and I'm always curious about it, because I like the idea of Path of Exile. But then, like, you know, people start explaining Path of Exile to me, and it's just like a block of information, you know? And I feel like trying to explain everything about League would be like that for new players. But then again, I was also thinking, like, fighting games are kind of like that. But then again, like, you know, where it's just like they don't fully have too much information. Same, Path of Exile is so overwhelming. Yeah, you look at that skill tree and you're like, check please. But then you have like the other problem where it's just sort of like so like okay, like I'm gonna talk about Final Fantasy, which is gonna be like a thing. It's gonna be annoying. For one thing, I'm already annoying as it is when it comes to Final Fantasy, but like they don't give you all the tools straight away either, and like classes change as you go, and the final evolution of a Final Fantasy class is kind of, depending on the class, can be really complicated. Or more complicated, definitely, than you think it would be. Well, not that well, they changed it. It's a lot more simpler now, mainly just because instead of being complicated in your class, it's more complicated in the mechanics that you have to deal with, like boss AoEs and dodging and stuff. What's the word? But in terms of like, if you're a new person who hasn't played an MMO before, and you're kind of like learning how an MMO works, Final Fantasy kind of like teaches you it in a way where it's like staggered. They stagger it. The skills you gain feed into each other, and then you can kind of like slowly work your way up into seeing how they like mix and match, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of like, is there a way that like that game does that? Because like I learned more complexity from Final Fantasy without having to play like that many MMOs before, but I still like learned it somehow. you know, and I wonder if that can be translated into something like League or Path of Exile or something. I think along the way, I think it's something along the lines of like how and when you give information out. But I'm not a game designer, so what do I know? But it's interesting to think about, you know. It's just like I want League to be able to be more accessible, because maybe if it's more accessible, there can be more ways that can be fun for just normal people who just want to have fun in it, you know? So yeah. I love like League advertising. There was like one advertisement like not that long ago. Where it was like an anime studio did a little anime trailer for it. And it was just like cute. It was like gameplay and stuff. I always love like because advertising is meant to show you like the feel of what the game is gonna feel like, you know, like the basic general gist of a game. And yeah, Pokemon's really good at that, where it like hits your nostalgia, but also that feeling of like wanting to go on adventures with like cute little animal things. But like the game hasn't really felt like that, like it doesn't necessarily feel like that exactly all the time. And I think League has that as well, where it's just like, oh, you know, do you want to? It's like teamwork and working together. And I have rarely ever felt that when it comes to League of Legends. But yeah, but it's like the dream of that, of like wanting to have that experience that they advertise be what the game is. Pretty difficult considering nothing is ever really as advertised, right? With Clash you get that bit. Clash is... what is that? Oh, right, the League tournament thing, I think? Right? I remember when that came out. I don't have that much experience in it, so I wouldn't know, but... yeah, oh, I see. That's good, though. But just even in something like normals, but it's an online game, it's hard to kind of like... what's the word? Curate your community like that. And there's always going to be bad eggs in any kind of community, right? Me coming from the furry community, like, I exactly know what that is. Now every 2 weeks, which I do with my group of friends. That's great! Like, having something like that really facilitates that kind of, like, camaraderie. You know what I'm trying to say. But if they ever release like a League of Legends TTRPG sourcebook, you know I'll be like, ooh, rubbing my hands together and be like, I shouldn't, but I want to. I have way too much stuff already to run. Even if they did release something out like that out, I'd probably just like take a look at it and just never use it. That does make it more enjoyable. Yeah, that's good though. How's this guy looking? Strong. Yeah, I'll definitely need to like fix up a bunch of his face features and things like that. But now just rendering is like really nice. It's calm. It's chill. And then I can complain more about League of Legends. Maybe I'll just download League just to play Teamfight Tactics. I really liked Teamfight Tactics when it came out. It was just like nice and I didn't have to think about anything. Just match stuff together, you know? It did come to a point though playing that where I was just sort of like, I feel like I should be doing more stuff, like even though I was putting it in the background. Yeah, TFT is fun. Yeah, it's just chill. Like, there are a few combinations that just get really broken, and it's just like, oh, and then you start seeing it like everywhere. I think that's the part where I'm just sort of like, about, you know. But then again, it's just sort of like, why would I go into random? Well, then again, you need more people for teamfight tactics, I think. But yeah, we'll see. There's also the League fighting game that they made. Like, I saw like a little bit of it in like the little reveal, whatever. It looks interesting. I'm not too it for fighting games, but a lot of my friends are, and they're probably gonna play it. And if Fiddlesticks is a character, I'll be interested, but he won't be. They never choose the monsters. Give me my freaks. The other day I was thinking about, because like in terms of just like Riot games, I was also thinking about like, should I play Valorant? I'm not very good at shooters again. Sadly, Monster Fighters would be so cool. Yeah, it would be so cool, wouldn't it? It'll be very difficult because monster animations like tend to be very like different and strange, you know? Like it's like, but like you could do so much interesting stuff. Like, who's like a monstrous character? And I would love like a Rek'Sai fighter, you know, flips his tail, like that has a bunch of like, you know, like plays the like maybe plays like Pinwheel from Skullgirls or something, you know, that has like a bunch of weird, strange Morphe attacks. That'd be cool. Like it borrows itself and it comes back up, and like it's like a little bit of a range, like Squiggly from Skullgirls is Arya, I think, or like the little thing where she can like stab her dragon into the ground and it comes back up. Really neat. The limited amount of Skullgirls information I know. Warwick is somewhat of a monster they might do. I can see that, because he's basically just like a werewolf wolfman, you know. Him or Rengar's also kind of like in that same vein of just like he's just like a werewolf catman. He's a werecatman. But I think they'll probably, Warwick is more likely just because he's like a Zorn Knight and like Arcane was really big. And they've teased him. I just can't wait to see my wolf dad on Netflix. You are my dad. You're my dad. Boogie woogie woogie. Oof, okay. It's nearing the end of our time of stream, but I'm gonna keep Maybe like not too long. Let me just do a little bit of this. Rendering is the long part. And we haven't even started on the goo guy once again. But not bad. I think that's a lot of progress considering. Let's see. Yeah. Let me just fix up this part and then... Bit flat, but that's fine. So... Ooh, click, click, click. But yeah. But hey, thanks everyone for coming out to watch me render more of this guy. I'm amazed at how easy good artists make this look. Oh, I mean, it's also me going insane. But yeah. The other time. But thank you. It's a lot. It's a lot of me firing my neurons all at once. Yeah, he's not wearing as much clothes as I thought he was. But yeah, I definitely there's a lot of stuff that I need changing on him. But he's getting there. He's growing. It's a process. But yeah, so that's it for today's stream. I'll be streaming again on Sunday. It'll be a game stream, continuing more with Kingdom Hearts 3 Critical Run. What world are we in now? I think it's Pirates of the Caribbean now, I think. So we're getting there. We're getting close to the end. That's at the same time. I'm still wondering whether I should change my time for these streams. We'll see. I'll make a decision. I'll also try and do more stuff in terms of like redeems and stuff. Once I get my commissions done, I gotta do that. Can't keep them waiting. But that shouldn't take too long. They're pretty much like close to being done. But yeah, thanks for coming out. I'm gonna try and see if there's anyone to raid. Who is about? Who is out and about? Let's see. Crowd. Oh, nobody I know is streaming, but let's find someone new. How about you? Dial Lexus.
Hey.
And they're doing art. And I do love an artist. Let's try that. Boom, boom, boom. Have a nice rest of your day. Yeah, you too, Bano. You know, I definitely need some stretchies and stuff. But yeah, I hope you also have a nice rest of your day / weekend, as does everyone else. Good Friday to all of you. Hit the raid button. Tell them I say hi. Tell them I say hi. Boom, 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 boom. Beep.